Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope everyone is enjoying their day and a lot of us follow the Duggar family. We may have fell into this rabbit hole about the different feuds going on within the family, but one of the reasons speculation started was right after Josh Duggar's trial. Now, everyone noticed a sudden shift within the family. They noticed there were no more sister one-on-ones with Jill. All we ever really saw was Jill and cousin Emmy together, and then, after Jill's book was released counting the cost, we all saw what was really happening behind closed doors. Although Jill did no name dropping in her book, for the most part, she did mention that there were some sisters who weren't too happy with her decisions and tried to come to her house plenty of times and convince her to squash the beef and to submit to Jim Bob and do as he says. But of course, the obvious divide show it wasn't Ginger, it wasn't Joy trying to stop Jill from standing up for herself. But of course, once the news releases photos of Jana getting married and engaged and Jana's wedding that clearly had a lot of photos of her wedding party, but it looked like there was none of Jill, who a lot of us thought she probably wasn't even invited or she was maybe banned from taking family photos, which is not the case at all. I didn't think she was banned taking family photos. I just really thought Jill didn't want to be any of, but Jill actually answers quite a few questions in her comments after she herself posts a handful of snapshots from Jana's big day. So I, for one, was really curious about Jana's bridesmaid selection. No Gil, the one person she was closest to growing up. One commenter asked, "Why weren't you a bridesmaid?" No hate, just genuinely serious. Jill does respond by saying, "I don't know, but it should always be the bride decision." So many thoughts in my head. With this one, my first thought was, so did Jana just not discuss the reasons to Jill before the selection and left Jill blindsided? I'm sure Jana would know how that would hurt Jill in some way. My other thought was maybe Jana just assumed it would be hard for Jill to take on that responsibility and those duties a bridesmaid, considering she does not live in the area, and it may be certain places in town that she's not able to make it to. But then I'm thinking, wait, Ginger lives all the way on the other side of the country. No way that's the reason. But ultimately, Jill says that she received an invite. She was there at the wedding, and she wouldn't have missed it for the world. You can definitely tell that Jill does still love her siblings very much. That has not changed, but there are some obvious signs of disconnect, and it may come from those boundaries that Jill talks about in her book that she has set to protect herself from being hurt. But Jill did say that there was a family dinner the night before the wedding that everyone was a part of, including her kids, so just maybe there were chances to break some ice there before the actual big day. Now keep in mind, the whole family has gotten together this year for Jill's daughter's homegoing service, and I'm pretty sure that in that moment it wasn't really much discussed about any of their past issues. I see that there is movement in a new direction, but it's still clearly some unresolved issues going on in the Duggar family. Tell me what you guys think in the comment section below. Do you think there was a reason why Jana decided to not have Jill as a bridesmaid? Or do you think it was just something suddenly she just happened to leave her out of? Let me know your thoughts. Don't forget to subscribe so you won't miss out. Bye for now.